Splatoon 3, February 2022, Nintendo Direct Salmon Run trailer breakdown. Salmon Run is back. You start from jumping off a helicopter. You wear slightly new outfits. You fight new bosses. Old bosses return too. You're on a new map. You can throw the eggs this time, but it costs ink to do so. People do this to troll. It looks like you can maybe squid roll these twice, and it doesn't look like it costs ink to use it. That's about it. Why wasn't this just DLC again? Anyways, here's more what Splatoon 3 needs to be successful. This video is a sequel to the last one I did in October, where I talked about a lot of major things such as being able to skip the news and room codes, and a number of quality of life improvements, but I won't be repeating much of what I previously said. Today's video will have things that I straight up forgot to say in the last one because they were buried deep in my notes app, some things I thought of later, and a few suggestions in the comments of the previous video. Anyways, let's dive right in. Even more options in private battles. Currently, you can change the map and the mode, disable some abilities, choose who's on whose team, and that's about it. First of all, something that should already be in the game, since it's in every online game, a kick button. If someone is in your room and you don't want them to be there, the only option is to break the room and remake it. That's dumb. Every online game has a kick button. It should be here too. Random weapon option. You should be able to select a random weapon, and maybe even random gear too. The ability to change the settings in each battle. Things like more time in each battle, infinite ink, 3 rainmakers instead of 1, I don't know. Players in private lobbies should be able to tweak the settings to whatever they feel like, man. Add in silly modes like, I don't know, DK mode, special modes like Smash Brothers, something. Also, private battles should level you up and fill in your gear slots. It's weird that this doesn't happen. You were still playing the game, they should count. And to that end, assuming the gear ability chunk system is similar to how it is in Splatoon 2, you should be able to get more chunks even when the slots on your clothes are full. You can do it during Splatfest, and that's it, which is dumb. It should be that way all the time. There should be things for you to do while waiting. I only bring this up because the first game had Squid Jump and Squid Racer and a rhythm game with the songs from the game and another one, I forget what it was. But in Splatoon 2, you can adjust the pitch and volume of the waiting music and change your equipment if you remember to select that option at the end of the previous match, and that's it. I think maybe the intent was that you're supposed to check the phone app or eat some snacks, which would certainly please video games, munch munch munch. Video games, munch munch munch. Welcome back to another episode of Snacking Gamer, the show that looks at how easy it is to eat while gaming. Today we're looking at Splatoon 2. How easy is it to eat during this game? Very easy. While waiting on matches, sometimes your lobbies fill in instantly, so you only have time for a few bites. And other times, they don't. Plenty of time to eat a big plate of salmon. I love eating salmon. Can't wait to eat more salmon. Mario Kart 8 shows you other people's races while waiting for your spot. Rocket League likes to go into the training area while you're waiting for your match. Smash Brothers and Zelda has tips about the game you can read. Any of these options would be great for Splatoon, instead of what's there in Splatoon 2, which is nothing. Some sort of achievement system, like use the charger in 10 matches or use the crab special X number of times to receive some sort of in-game bonuses. This encourages players to play things they may not have otherwise tried, and is more than just badges on the weapon select screen for painting milestones. User interface options. In the previous video I mentioned a Mario Kart 8 style replay mode where it saves your past couple of matches to review, but in both replays and in the spectator cam, and maybe even in gameplay itself, you should be able to turn off the user interface or otherwise alter the size of things and what's viewable on screen. Not that Splatoon has a very obtrusive UI, but settings like these are great for content creation and can also make the screen look clean. More chat options than this way and booyah and ouch after you die. In the recent Salmon Run trailer, it was disappointing to see that for the third entry in a team-based, objective-based shooting game without in-game voice chat, it looks like, once again, you only have 2 options to communicate with your teammates. And I get that they want to keep things simple to appeal to all ages, but for that I have a simple solution. You have a classic mode that's this way in Booyah, and then you have a pro mode that's similar to the chat options in Rocket League, where each direction opens up 4 options you can say, and you can set which ones you want in the settings. Can you tell I've been playing a lot of Rocket League recently while on my exercise bike? It's great. I love that game. But God, do I hate that game. There should be a dance button. They show us dancing in the trailers, but we can't do it in the gameplay. We should be able to do it during the gameplay. Left bumper doesn't do anything. Make that the dance button. People like dancing in video games, I think? And there should be a proper group photo mode and not locked behind amiibo. If there's two things people like doing in video games, it's playing dress up and taking photos, especially taking photos with their buddies. Better amiibo functionality. I think Nintendo just wants to make Splatoon amiibo, but don't quite know what to do with them. So features that should already be in the game, like pre-saved loadouts and a photo mode, are essentially DLC. The extra challenges in Splatoon 1 were fun, but similar ideas were used in outdoor expansion levels in Splatoon 2. The simplest solution I can think of would be to make more gear and tickets and chunks available via amiibo, but it's not a big deal. I think people who want the amiibo just want the amiibo. They don't care what it does in the game. Custom shirts. You know how Animal Crossing has a lot of shirts to buy, but you can also design your own, and you can save loadouts on a QR code and send them to other people? Put that in Splatoon! It does bring up potential problems, like everyone's just going to draw a dick on it, but you can already draw whatever you want in the plaza and have it appear on the walls in matches. Half the posts in the plaza today were people posting about lean! But also, this is where parental controls and report button come in. The benefits outweigh the potential costs in the situation. Imagine if you're playing in a league battle or a tournament and your whole team has matching custom clothes. That would be pretty cool. Sound volume adjustments. Some people really like Splatoon music, other people really hate it. But regardless, if you're playing this game for several hundreds, if not thousands of hours, sometimes you want to listen to other music while playing, but still hear the sound effects of the game. You should be able to control this. It would also be great for tournaments, since players will be more easily able to hear other players swimming and shooting nearby. A bonus for having save data from the previous game. Look, I played Splatoon 2 for way too long. There better be like extra money or a t-shirt or something in the next game. Phone, app, map. Remember how in Splatoon 1 the map would be easily viewable in your hands while playing, but in Splatoon 2 you have to cover the whole screen with the map to see it? Well, I'm not sure if this is even feasible, but you can connect your Switch to your phone via Bluetooth, so what if you could see the live game map on your phone while playing? If that's not possible, I feel like there should at least be a mini-map in the corner, like most games have. Bots for when disconnects happen. Like in many other games, if someone gets disconnected in the middle of a match, a computer player will jump in and take over, so it's not a complete landslide. Obviously, a bot is not nearly as effective as a human player, but it's better than just being down a person. Just send in an Octolink from the single player, I don't know. And the final thing it needs that we haven't seen yet is a killer app. At time of writing this, there's still several months before the game releases. For the previous two games, there was a Splatoon Direct detailing all the game's features, plus revealing some new ones. So hopefully, this is what they're waiting for to show what makes Splatoon 3 unique. However, everything they've shown so far looks like slightly better versions of what's already in Splatoon 2. And I don't know, from my perspective, it's like phones. The new model comes out and they're like,
"This is the most cutting-edge device ever. It's the exact same thing but takes slightly better pictures and your old charger won't work."
and sure, it looks nice, but my current phone already gets the job done. They've shown 3 trailers at this point, and there's no compellingly new gameplay that isn't already in Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 3 has Turf War.
We already have Turf War.
Splatoon 3 has Hero Mode.
We already have Hero Mode.
Splatoon 3 has Salmon Run.
We already have Salmon Run. And while they have shown some marginal improvements like new specials, 2 new techniques, 1 new weapon type, new enemies, it all feels like the next iteration of the game and not an innovation on the series. Splatoon 3's Salmon Run is literally called Next Wave. Me, as a casual Splatoon enjoyer who has had their fill of Splatoon 2, oh hell yeah, I can't wait to fire a bow and arrow, climb walls slightly better, roll around, get crabs? Looking back, Salmon Run was the killer app of Splatoon 2 at launch, the Clan Blitz and Octo expansion being added later. So hopefully there's a mystery feature that they haven't shown yet that's really gonna take the game to the next level. Or even several minor improvements like 5-player Salmon Run. Can you fit another squid icon there? Looks like there's room. And even though this is a primarily online shooter, some more offline and single player modes would be nice, since after the servers eventually shut down, unless you live near 7 other people with the game, the only Splatoon 2 modes you'll be able to play are Hero Mode again, Octo Expansion again, and Dance Dance Squidvolution again. Like a lot of my videos, hopefully this section of the video ages poorly, hopefully there's a big new feature that they're waiting until the last possible moment to blow their load of info, but part of me is afraid that they're not showing new stuff because there's not that much new stuff to show. I want to play Splatoon 3. I don't want to play Splatoon 2 2. Release date prediction. All they have said is summer 2022. If the date was on the closer end, they would have said it already. Nintendo generally doesn't like to release its major titles too close to each other, so since a bunch of release dates have been set for the middle of June, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is confirmed for early September, my prediction is for late July or early August. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. Comment below with what features you would like to see in Splatoon 3, and that's it, video's over.